I want to see if this integral converges or diverges. I have 6 over square root of x times x plus 8. First, we're going to make a u substitution. Let u equal square root of x. So du would be 1 over 2x root x dx. So if I were to solve for dx, that's going to be 2 root x du, but root x is equal to u. So that would be dx is 2u du. Now we're going to make the substitutions. At the top I have 6, so I'm going to pull that out. Dx is 2u du. Root x here is just u. X plus 8, well, x, if I solve for x here, x is u squared. That's going to be u squared plus 8. Now things are going to cancel. The u's are gone. And I have 6 times 2 will give me 12. And technically, I'm going to change the limits here. So as x approaches 0, u also approaches 0. And as x approaches infinity, u also approaches infinity. Right? Because square root of x goes to 0 and square root of x goes to infinity. So whether you square root it or square it, it's still going to go to 0 and infinity. So I can put the limits here in terms of u. And so this will just be 12 times the integral from 0 to infinity du over u squared plus 8. At this point, you can use a trig substitution, but I'm going to avoid that. I'm going to show you how you can get away without doing one. So we're going to let u equal, actually we're going to let v equal, we'll say u equals root 8v. Okay, so then du will be root 8 dv. Okay, so let's see how that changes. Okay, so du is root 8 dv. U squared, that's just root 8 times v squared plus 8. Now I can pull out the root 8. I have dv over root 8 squared is 8, v squared is v squared. And at this point I can factor out the 8. So that'll be 12 root 8 over 8. And then we'll have dv over v squared plus 1. Notice I haven't changed the limits, so I can do that quickly. As u approaches 0, root 8v also approaches 0. And as u approaches infinity, root 8v also approaches infinity. So actually the limits here never change. So I have, and then 12 over 8 I can simplify to 2 root 8, sorry, no, 3 root 8 over 2. And then that's going to be arctangent of v. And then we're going from 0 to infinity. So technically you need a limit. So here we'll do this. We'll say that's b. I say limit as b approaches infinity. So plug in b for v. And then plug in 0 for v. So as the thing about arctangent is at 0 it's 0, and then there's a horizontal asymptotes at pi over 2 and negative pi over 2. And it's going to go like this. So as arctangent, as b goes to infinity, arctangent is going to go to pi over 2. And then arctangent of 0 is just 0. So this thing will cancel. So we'll have 3 root 8 over 4. Pi is our answer. So if we go back to the original question, this integral up here converges.